Hey everyone, it's Chloe. So for today, I did this look. So it's inspired by Mango Grahams. Recently, I posted a photo of a very colorful eyeshadow and I was attempting on a rainbow smoky eye that has been going around lately. Well, not lately, but you get what I mean. It actually turned out to be a little more blended than I wanted it to be, but anyway, in the end, it turned out it looked like sapin-sapin. It's a Filipino dessert. I was inspired to come up with makeup looks that are based on Filipino desserts. I came up with a list of the Filipino desserts that we love and we love to eat. Yung mga naisip ko, I actually have a list. So there's sapin-sapin, buko pandan, and all of that. But I wanted to do buko pandan, but I didn't
have enough greens. I didn't have enough color of greens to actually do a buko pandan makeup look.
Next on my list was mango graham shake, or the mango graham cake layered like thing. So this look is inspired by that Filipino dessert, and basically I used yellow, two primary colors and a pigment, a glittery pigment, just to add a little more. So this is not as complicated, but it does involve a lot of the cut crease kind of thing going on, and I'm really excited for this tutorial. I don't remember wearing this much makeup, but I live. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to learn how to do this look, then just keep on watching.
I'll just do a voiceover because the camera's mic is not doing too well. So I'm using the Marine Collagen Mist to hydrate my face. Next, I'm taking the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer to hydrate my face even more because my skin's really dry at the moment. Next, I'm taking my mattifier to prime my face and just spreading that all over. Next, I'm taking the foundation. I'm using the Infallible by Loreal, and I'm in 125 Natural Rose.
And I agree, this is, I think, a little too light for my skin tone, but I think I'm acidic because it turns dark after a while. It blends into my skin after a while, so that's why it's really bright. I used to use 150 in Radiant Beige, but it just made my skin darker.
So now I'm going to highlight my face using the Maybelline Adrewine concealer. I apply it under my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose bridge, the sides of my nose, and on my chin as well. I set this with Makeup Forever's finishing powder, and it's just a white translucent powder. Next, I'm brushing my brows. I'm using the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in Chocolate and just lining my brows, filling in my brows. After that, I'm just outlining the brows with a concealer just so that it would have a sharper edge and a more defined look. When you're done with that, I'm going to set the brows with a brow gel. I'm using one from Clio, and this works really well. It's a Korean brand, and I really like this brand. So since naubusan na ako ng primer, I'm improvising for today. I'm using a flesh tone eyeliner or a jumbo eyeliner from Sephora to use as my primer. After this, I'm gonna set this with powder and it will just work the same way anyway. Once you're done with that, I'm going to be using our first eyeshadow color, which is the color yellow, a really bright, true sun yellow. And I'm just putting this all over the lid, all the way to my crease, just a little above the crease as well. So you want to do this in a patting motion. You don't want to drag it because you want to build the color up, especially for colors like these. This is a very light color, and unless your eyeshadow is really that pigmented, it would be difficult to get that color payoff that you really wanted. So the trick there is to just keep patting and patting the eyeshadow until you get the color you like. Next part, I'm really sorry because I was off frame a lot of the times for this side of the eye. But basically, this is where I use a darker color. I use the color brown. This color is Cocoa from Huda Beauty. I put this on the crease in a more defined way. I'll be able to show you that better when I do the other side of the eye, because on the other side of the eye, I'm not off frame. And this is a lesson for me, yes, to always make sure that I am on frame. I guess I was just so into the makeup look that I was just so excited I forgot to show it to you, which is the most ridiculous thing I know. Now we're on the left side of no. We're on the right side of the eye, and now I can show you how I cut the crease. Well, not really. Define my crease first. I'm just going back and forth with the color brown and slowly building it up until I get the color that I want. After that, now I'm cutting the crease. I'm using a concealer, and basically cutting the crease just means that you're creating that illusion of a bigger eye and you're literally cutting the crease. You're covering the eyeshadow that you put underneath and you're making a new crease. Basically, you cut your crease. So once that's settled, you have to set it with a flesh tone eyeshadow just so that it stays in place. Going back in with that yellow color just to bring back the vibrance of the yellow, because after all the blending, it sort of faded out, so we have to just put that back in. After that, I'm taking a pigment from MAC and just putting it on the inner corners of my eyes and as well as 1/3 of my eye. Next, I'm going to line my eyes with a liquid eyeliner. I'm doing something a little extra, and I'm doing this for the first time actually. I'm recreating the shape of my eye by creating a new inner corner. So just watch how I do it. Once everything's done, I'm taking the same flush tone eyeshadow we used on our eyelids and putting this on the brow bone just to highlight our brow bone. After that, I'm taking my pencil brush again in that brown color and putting it on our lower lash line. I'm also taking the yellow and putting it on the inner corner of our lower lash line and connecting it or blending it with the brown that we placed in the middle as well. Finally, we're going to lashes, so we have to pick the most dramatic lashes that we have. The more dramatic, the better. Finally, I'm going to bronze the vase. So I'm using a pressed powder from MAC in deep dark, and I'm just applying this all over the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, my jawline. After that, I'm taking a darker bronze powder and putting it on my cheekbones to define it even more, and dusting the rest on the temples. And also, I'm going to contour my nose. Don't forget to contour your nose for this look. Make sure you blend everything together. For blush, I'm using NARS Dolce Vita and putting it on the apples of my cheeks. For lips, I am using ColourPop's lipstick in Lumiere and lining it with the MAC's Dervish pencil liner, also cleaning up all the edges with a concealer. And then I'm topping this off with a lip gloss from ColourPop called WeHo. For highlight, I'm using my Becca highlight in Opal to finish the look.
Okay, well this is the final look. I know this looks kind of drag, but it's really fun. Bye guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.